Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Rakakadash.
Rakakadash.
Double honors to the apostles, the elders, the great millstone, the men that told us to say, teach, and drop the number. Use the shit octave as labeled in this word. Push the word on to Siri. All right? We out here another week, prophesied the downfall of this kingdom, right, known as Babylon the Great, aka America. All right? And yeah, man, a lot of things are happening, man. Because while we're at the end, we're at the end of this thing. You know, with the prophecies are popping on. All right. Sooner or later, you know, we're not gonna be out here on the streets, man. Okay. We've been warned that the power and spirit of the Habashim Shah is talking with our apostles and our elders, the great millstone, man. All right. That all these things that's happening right now in the earth, we've been warning, telling you about. Okay. We've been telling you that this devil is going to come down and have a great wrath, all right? Pushing his draconian laws, okay? This is the time that we're in, man. See?
Second Ezra 9 and 1. He answered me then and said, measure though the time diligently in itself.
And how we measuring the time, man, all right? Through what's going on in the world, all right? We know that we have a short time, man, according to prophecy, man. Things are happening. Things are coming to pass, man. Okay, right now we're in the time of the MOTV. Okay, the technology is already here. You see, all we're waiting for that day when they make it mandatory. So that's how we know that we ain't got that much time left. Okay, this thing is speeding up. Most High got this thing speeding up, man. Okay?
You know, when you measure something, you always need an instrument, right? So our instrument is our spiritual tool. These scriptures right here, like what we said, how we measure the time. All right, the brother said, you know, how we measure the time is we matching up with the current events that's actually going on with the prophecies that's supposed to be fulfilled and indicate the time frame that we're in. Okay?
That's right.
All right, so read it again. Second Ezra 9 and 1. He answered me then and said, measure those the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the
Can they
highest
hold both
will
of them at one
begin
time?
to visit the world which he made.
Hey, and how the Lord is on the world, man. All right.
Okay. Okay, so while it's there, you can put.
Earthquakes.
Okay.
We had a big earthquake going on in
So if you want, you
okay.
can put this cord
All right.
here.
You got
put another cord in this.
tornadoes.
Right.
You got floods. You know, fire all
Okay.
over
We'll
the
check
earth.
it out.
That's how the Lord
All
is
right.
visiting
No
this
problem.
world,
No
man.
problem.
Okay. All right. You got the prophets, the men of the Lord out here speaking His word. Okay. Things are coming to pass, man. You see? You got you don't have as much people scoffing like how they were scoffing, 10 years ago, 10, 15 years ago, man. Okay? All right? These things are happening right now, man, and they're gonna happen in our lifetime, man. And we're gonna see the Lord, man. All right?
Right.
We're gonna see the Lord in our lifetime, man. Go ahead.
Yeah. This is Matthew 24. The point is in 6. I'm going to start at 3. And this is Yahweh Shah. He's going to end up speaking, right? The disciples acting and says, and as he sat upon the mountain of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world?
That's right. And that back then the apostles they wanted to know, okay, but it wasn't that time in that time frame for the Lord come back to deliver the elect, all right, and America be destroyed, all right. Prophecies had to come to pass. We had the falling away, all right. Us going into slavery, we had to lose this knowledge, this right understanding, okay. All right, so there's a lot of things that had to be fulfilled before the second coming of our Lord. Okay?
Right? And also, when the disciples were speaking about the end of the world, right? It wasn't literally speaking about the earth being destroyed, because the scriptures tell you that the earth will go forever, right? So when you go into this word world, it's eon, right? And basically it's the end of an age, right? It's the end of a rulership, okay? So I'm continue. This is verse 4. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am a Mashiach, and shall deceive many.
Right. You see that with these guys that they claim to be in the truth, all right, false prophets. You got many false prophets among us, man. Okay? That's saying, giving advice to the congregation, saying that they should get the jab or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're doing is you're leading the flock astray. All right, you're not warning our people of the said perils that's coming. So you got false prophets among us, man. People that are set up, all right, to deceive many, but they're not going to deceive the very elect.
And just to expound on that as well, this is a specific reason why Yahushua said, be not deceived from many. It said, deceive many shall come. I'm going to read it against Salakia, right? It says, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Mashiach, and shall deceive many. And the reason why he said that, because like the brother just expounded on, even those that escape the whole religion system, okay? Because we know religion, for one, is man-made. It was created to destroy, confuse, divide, and conquer, right? So even those that escape those false doctrines, all right, such as Christianity, that dogma, all right, Islam, okay, Buddhism, all right, Judaism, okay, Rastafarian, Catholics and so forth, all right, even those that have escaped, all right, that pollution, that portion of pollution, they come into the truth of that remembrance so far as knowing their identity, right, and then they get straight away by hirelings, okay, people that was actually paid off by the devil, the wicked that's in rulership, okay, to mislead the people, man. And what they're doing is taking or adding from the word and what the Lord said. All right, in Revelation, he said if you take or add from the word, roughly paraphrasing, that you're going to be destroyed. You're going to have your own place in the lake of fire. All right?
I got a precept for you. This is 2 Timothy 3, verse 1. It says, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy.
That's what you see before you, man. All right? They say disobedient to parents. You're talking about your spiritual parents, man. All right? Those men that, will set up in the spirit to teach you. All right? Teach you about this truth. Okay? You got guys that don't even, they don't reverence the apostle. You got men, because of their pride, all right, they won't acknowledge that certain things that the apostle broke down, that they're true, okay? Especially the prophecy of the mark of the beast, man, okay? You got men saying that it's Christianity, that it's, sleeping with white women, that's an embargo, okay? But now it's coming to pass, man, okay? That the MOTB is the chip, okay? The technology is here, man. And that's what you see right now, man. You got the Pentagon right now setting up a device that can detect if you have COVID or not, man. Actual chip. You know what I'm saying? So you got guys that are set up to deceive many, man. Okay? But they ain't going to deceive the very elect. Go ahead, bro.
Without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that be good.
Yeah, they despise those that be good, man. All right? Those that are breaking down the scriptures correctly, all right? Warning the flock, they hate those men. Okay? Because guess what? They were set up for that life, to deceive many.
Traitors, heedy, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua.
That's all they want to do. Party, you know what I'm saying? Make rap videos, doing everything to please the flesh, man. But they're not pleasing
having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof.
Right. They they got the beards, all right? They got the fringes on, all right? You would think that they're men of the Lord, man. All right? But these are wolves in sheep clothing, man. All right? Set up to deceive many.
From such turn away.
From such turn away, man. All right? And hey, the information is out there, man. That's why when we say that great millstone, we got the 100% truth, man. You know, that's what it is, man. You know?
I got one more for you.
Prophecies are coming to pass, man, whether you people believe it or not.
Jude 1 verse 16. These are murmurers, complainers, walking after their own lusts, and their mouth speak great swelling words.
Yeah, they're walking after their own lusts, man. Trying to please the flesh, man. See? And what the Lord said, for those that you gotta lose your life in this
Right.
in this lifetime, you gotta lose, man. These guys, they're trying to hold on to the world, man. They're trying to, deal with the cares of this world, man. The Lord ain't with that, man. All right? When it said that when you come to serve the Lord, prepare thyself for temptation, man. All right? I got a precept.
Well, let me finish this. Having men's persons in admiration because of advantage. But beloved, remember ye the words which were spoken before of the apostles of our Lord Yahushua, how that they told you there should be mockers in the last time, who shall walk after their own ungodly lusts. These be they who separate themselves sensual, having not the spirit. So that was the point of that.
So this is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 3. And it reads, knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts. You see, you don't really have that much scoffing going on now. Because you're at the end of the Lord is manifesting things right now, man. Okay, so no longer can people, they say or say that, that's not going to happen, whatever. Shit is coming to pass, man. You know? And that's especially among our people, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man. That always got something to say. You know? See, these other nations, they know what it is, man. That's why you got people protesting, outside of America, man. Because America is fucking, these people are zombies, man. And they're going to go right along with whatever Esau says, man. All right? Even if it tells you to take 100 ruthless shots, you people tell you to just to save your life, man. And what the scripture said, take no thought for thy life, man. You know? Alright?
Hey, y'all
That was let me go back. It says, back in 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 4, and saying, where is the coming? Where is the promise of the coming? For since they were saying that from the year 2000, man. You know, those that was in the truth, going back to Old West. You know, you got people, saying, the Lord will come back in the year 2000. Right. So, that was a stumbling block, man.
A lot of men fell out.
Yeah, a lot of men fell out.
And women.
And that was a stumbling block, man. Okay? And they've been saying that from before time, man. When they come to the Lord, God always saying that, those gonna come back this year. Those gonna come back that year. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, Luke 17. Go ahead.
And saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue.
That's right. So, things look like it, things are just going to remain the same. But guess what? It's going to implode right here with America, man. Okay? Because our rulership is on the way to come on. Okay? When this place go down. Real quick, we can put it down 17 and
subscribe, bro. Hold on.
Yeah, so, you know, hold on. Go to Luke 17 and, go to, yeah.
This is Luke 17 and 20. And when he was demanded of the Pharisees, when the kingdom of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh should come, he answered them and said, the kingdom of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh cometh not with observation.
Right, because it starts within us. All right? The kingdom of heaven starts within you. This is one second. Okay? Because it's not going to stop the Lord Himself. You know? It's going to keep going like this all the way to the kingdom. This is our nationality. This is who we are.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't just going to stop when the Lord, you know what I'm saying? This is, we're right now. This is the kingdom of heaven starting right now, man.
I got
Within us.
precept. This is Daniel 2 and verse 44. It says, and in the days of these kings shall the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai of heaven, set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed.
Kingdom of heaven, man. All right? That kingdom is not going to ever be, it's never going to be ticking down, man. All right? That's going to be an everlasting kingdom, which is going to be ruled in righteousness.
And that's all these different camps that you see right now. That's on the highways and the byways, man. As the brother brought out. Luke 17 and verse 20, the Lord said, the kingdom dwelleth within you. Referring to us brothers that have this truth, first and foremost, man. Beginning with 144,000 servants of the Lord, man. That's all these different camps around the world that the Lord is raising up right now, man. The kingdom is here. The kingdom is here, man. If he's on to say, which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people.
Right, it's not going to be, you know, no other nation is going to take us down, man.
Right.
Once the Lord established us as, you know, kings and rulers of the kingdom of heaven, you know, no other nation is ever going to take us down, man. Because why we was taken down? Because we were serving other gods, you know what I'm saying? We were disobedient to the Most High. That's why the Lord had other, you know, nations take us down. But we want to be 100% righteous, man. You know? Right. That's why we're gonna have an everlasting kingdom.
That's right. Where there's no sin, when there's no transgression of the Lord, there's no death, man. That's right, you know? 'Cause where there's sin, there's death.
Yeah.
So when you sin against the Most High, that brings forth death. So we ain't going to sin in the kingdom of the Most High. We ain't going to sin in the kingdom of heaven. We're going to be all righteous.
That's
So,
right.
hey, where there's no sin, there's no death. That's where we're going to live forever.
And that only pertains unto our people.
That's right.
The nation of Israel only, because the Lord is going to establish that new covenant with his people, man, the Israelites. No other nation. That's our blessing, man.
That's right. That's right. So this is back
I
in
got
second-
something. Quick precept. This is Hebrews 8, verse 7. It says, for if the first covenant had been faultless, then should no place have been sought for the second. From finding fault with them, he saith, behold, the days come when the Lord will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah.
Right. The new covenant is us having the Lord's statutes and commandments in our inward parts, man. You know? It's gonna be natural, man. We're never gonna go wrong, man.
Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt.
Right, because the covenant was written on stone. You know? It was written on stone. Now, it's going to be written in our heart. Yeah. We're going to have a fleshly heart. Yeah. Okay?
And due to this flesh, if I may,
Yeah, go ahead.
due to this flesh, it was impossible
Right.
to keep those laws, man. The Lord gave us over 613 laws, statutes, and commandments. Because of our flesh, the wicked flesh,
That's right.
it was impossible to keep the laws, man. But that's that change that the Apostle Paul, yeah, the chains of darkness, but that change too.
Oh, exactly.
We all shall be changed.
Right.
Now we're going to be changed to those heavenly bodies, man.
That's right.
Incorruptible bodies.
That's right.
Because they continue not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, saith the Lord.
Yeah, that's right. That's why the Lord removed us out of the land of Israel, man. Okay? And he scattered us among these heathen nations because of our disobedience to the Heavenly Father.
That's right.
For this is a covenant that I'll make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my laws into their mind and write them in their hearts, and I will be to them a God, and they shall be to me a people.
We're never gonna go off as a nation. You know, you ain't gotta, set up a camp and tell a brother like, listen, brother, you're going off. You're not supposed to, cut your bed, and you're not supposed to eat pork, and everybody's gonna know the laws. Even from a baby, when you're born, as soon as you're born, you're gonna know the laws, statutes, and commandments. You're gonna be righteous.
And they shall not teach every man his neighbor, and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord, for all shall know me, from the least to the greatest.
Right? Least to the greatest, man. We're all gonna be righteous, man. Okay? All right?
For I will be merciful to their unrighteousness, and their sins and their iniquities will I remember no more.
That's right. That's talking about the elect. All right? It tells you in Romans 8:1, no condemnation will come to those that fear the Lord, roughly powerful.
And that he saith, a new covenant he hath made the first old. Now that which decayeth and waxeth old is ready to vanish away.
This is 2 Thessalonians 2:3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first.
Right. That had to do with, the reason why, we have to go through this. For us to learn this thing all over again, we had to go, we took it down, we have to lose it all. We have to lose everything that we want to do. Our people don't know that they're Israelites. They're calling themselves blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, so on and so forth. But they had to be falling away first, man. That's why back then, when the Lord was on the scene, they asked him, well, this time, Lord, would you
Restore the kingdom
of heaven
to Israel.
That wasn't the time, though.
That's right.
We had to go through falling away first, and then, right now we're in the time of the Lord coming back. All right, that's how we measure the time in itself. We see it right now. This is it, man. Things are happening. All right.
Yeah, they didn't know that was the beginning of the end. When Yahweh Shai came on the scene, that was the very beginning of the end. But now we're at the very end of the end, man.
And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
Who's that man of sin? The man of sin is Esau. Today, referring to the so-called white man. All right? He's the man of sin. Because everything this man does is contrary to the Bible.
That's right.
Okay? He sets up unjust laws to make our people go on. All right? So he's the man of sin, man. And he's being revealed in his time. Go ahead.
Who oppressed and exalted himself above all that is called God or that is worship.
Yeah, that's Esau. That's what he's doing right now, man. Especially when he put the MOTV in play. All right, that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to make himself as a god to have total control over the people. And that's how he gonna get a lot of you, man. Because a lot of you, you want to hold on to the job. You want to hold on to. You got people. How I'm gonna pay my rent. How I'm gonna feed my family. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna do all these things, right? All you say is trust in the Lord, man. But these people, they don't have no faith, man. When it comes down to it, man.
This is Psalm chapter 10, verse 11 to 13. You got a little more?
So that he, as God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is the Most High.
Right. When it says the temple of the Most High, that's talking about the people, the Israelites. That's what he's doing. He's over us. All right. And what he's doing, he's going to use the chip, all right, as that ultimate control, man. All right. For you to go out to a free concert.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Right now he started with the jab.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I like the Apostle to our admission. He said, you know, the same ones that take the jab, eventually they're going to take the chip. Yeah. You know?
That's right.
Because these guys, you know, these people, they don't have no integrity, man. When it all comes down to it, they'll sell their mother out, man. They'll sell their own mother out. Man.
They'll sell everybody.
Yeah. You know? So, hey, next month is going to be like, it's going to be crunch time, man. You know?
Going into the fall, like we're going to the fall, into the winter months, it's going to be crunch time because he still have to do things not when you are comfortable. Because he didn't want to mix shit, he didn't want to pop shit off in the summertime where it's hot. When you can hide out in the fucking woods and be good, all you got to do is fight the mosquitoes, you know what I mean? And you want to make shit hot, it's critical, where you have no substance, you cold, you thirsty, you hungry, you know, wet, it's going to be raining, that freezing wet rain. He's still going to make everything uncomfortable for you, you know what I mean? And that's what's going to come down. That's that dark winter Biden was talking about. Yeah, you know?
Hey, even before Biden, Yahweh Shai said, pray like a flag. You know, in the window, man.
Because hey, here we got these devils. They shopping in that sword, man. So to Ezekiel, the 21st chapter, the 9th verse on down, man, to the 12th verse. They shopping in that sword, man. And the Lord Yahweh appointed 4 kinds of death to you niggas, man. The sword to Jeremiah the 15th chapter, the 1st verse. So hey, man, we are approaching crunch time, man. Crunch time. Yeah, I got to say this. Psalm chapter 10, verse 11. He have said in his heart, the Most High have forgotten. He hideth his face. He will never see it. Arise, O Lord, O Yahweh. Lift up thy hand.
The Lord sees everything these devils are doing, man. Yeah. The scripture said the Lord's eyes are 10 times brighter than the sun.
It says, thy hand forgetteth not the humble. Wherefore doth the wicked contemn the Most High? He hath said in his heart, thou wilt not require me. Hey man, it's going to these devils, man. They think that the Most High is with them on the government. The Most High is not doing them dirty. So they think that the Most High is with them. All their endeavors, oppressing the sons of Israel, doing things by fraud, you know, using, how they feel? Usury, witchcraft, sorceries, these unjust decrees, suicide, Isaiah the 10th chapter, the 1st verse. So they feel the Most High is with them. And that's why they continue on doing what they doing, man. Until the Most High, when they about to fill their belly, you know, pursuant to Job, which Job is 20 chapter, right? Hey, the Most High's gonna rain fire upon them, you know what I'm saying? There's gonna be no mysteries.
That's the thing. The Lord, he is with them on the left-hand side, though. That's what they don't realize, that Yahweh is with them, but through Satan.
Exactly.
So they're just being deceived, man.
Right.
The deceived and the deceiver are Yahweh Bashman al-Shad.
This is James 5, verse 1. It says, go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you.
Okay, let's talk about the wicked elites, man. All right? Because they think that they money and they think that they accomplish technology, the riches, all that, you know, it's going to save them at the end. It says, riches profit not the day of wrath. You know? They think they're going to hide from the judgment of Yahweh Shai, setting up these underground bunkers and whatnot. You know, those in America, even if you set up those bunkers, you're still going to be destroyed.
Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten.
Right, those riches are corrupted, man. Those fiat currency, man. It's not backed by anything, and they put it out there as an illusion for you people, man. They trust in the money. And that money system is about to crash. Little do you people understand, man, because sooner or later, that thing is going to be, it's going to be a cashless society, man. Everything's going to be ran under that MOTB chip, right? That's right. So, you know, these devils, man, they think that they're going to, you know, they're going to rule forever and ever, right? But they forgot about that lot of.
Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you. And shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasures together for the last days.
Because you had heaped it up just to give it away. Give it away to the nation
It's rightful owners.
Give me the way, give me the way.
That's right,
Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth, and the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth. Sabaoth. Ye have lived in pleasure on the earth and been wanton. Ye have nourished your hearts as in a day of slaughter. Ye have condemned and killed the just, and he doth not resist you.
Hey, that's the whole MO of the so-called white man right there. You know?
Be-
Those are the laborers. Talking about you Israelites. Okay?
Be patient, therefore, brethren, unto the coming of the Lord. Behold, peace.
Excuse me, I'm sorry for
It's all good. Behold, be patient, therefore, brethren, unto the coming of the Lord. Behold, the husbandman waiteth for the precious fruit of the earth, and have long patience for it, until he receive the early and latter rain. Be ye also patient, establish your hearts, for the coming of the Lord draweth nigh.
That's right. The Lord is right there, man. He's soon to come.
Yeah,
We can feel it.
hell yeah.
One more verse, bro. Grudge not against another, brethren, lest ye be condemned. Behold, the judge standeth before the door.
Right, so this is Job 20 verse 15. He have swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. Right, the Lord, yeah, he done swallow down riches. You know?
Took resources from different lands and whatnot, you know, and keep them all to himself, man. But he's going to vomit it up. You know, he's going to vomit it up. Those that are, you know, are going to take these devils down, man. Eventually, you know, we're going to be the rightful owners to all the person that these devils got in the world, man. It's going to come to us.
And
Because we are righteous.
Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by the sea.
That's it, yep.
The kingdom of heaven is transferred from one people to another, man.
That's right.
And that's what happens, man. Throughout all the kingdoms that rule
Yeah.
in the Most High's kingdom, all these kingdoms that rule, they had a time to rule, and their time to rule came to an abrupt end. And Esau is no different in its government. You know what I mean? You got more?
That was it on that.
This is Job chapter 20, verse 15. He have swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. The Most High shall cast them out of his belly. Hey, because during the time when all hell break loose, I'm saying when the Most High bring a death, destruction, and deliverance, and Esau pursuant to Isaiah, the chapter, the 24th chapter, the 19th verse on down, when the Most High is going to punish the whole set of high ones that are on high, yo, they're going to be tortured to a pit. And all their riches is going to be gathered and brought to the rightful owners, man. And they're going to be the first fruits of slaves. So that's, and then vomit is something that's like a violent reaction, man. When you vomit something, it's like a violent reaction. Whereas, whereas you are in straits, you know what I'm saying? Which is a position of difficulty when you violently vomiting something up, you know what I'm saying? It reads, it says, he shall vomit them up again, the Most High shall cast them out of his belly. He shall suck the poison of apes, the viper's tongue shall slay him. He shall not see the rivers of floods, the brook of honey, and the butter that he labored for shall be restored and shall not swallow it down again. I mean, everything will be restored back to its rightful owners, man. So these Edomites are rape, rob, and punish every day in this society, man. They are the kings of this society right now, man. The Most High put them up there to be the kings of this society, and they do his bidding, man. So that's why they're doing all the wickedness that they're doing and don't care too much about it. All that uproar in Afghanistan, that's orchestrated by the CIA, man. So you can't fool me, man. Because what they're doing is, in my humble opinion, they taking them troops that's in Afghanistan and they're going to bring some over there to help